How you sounding, Star?
It sounds a little doubled up.
It's gonna sound like that. Because things are gonna run a little bit differently this time, Star. I'm in Spenser's spot.
You're in charge this time?
It does sound weird, doesn't it?
Sounds real weird.
Well, I don't know how to fix it. I'm not Spencer.
Well, the delay?
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's...
You're gonna have to speak into the mic, Brett.
I don't know. Well,
You're gonna have to get real deep.
I don't know
There you go.
what the cause of it is.
I don't know. You know what might the cause of it be? Is that I'm not using GarageBand. I'm using Audacity.
Yeah, but we're gonna end up doing this and just
No!
talking.
You're gonna end up taking it off?
Yeah.
Well, it's
'cause
gotta
it
be a delayed
sounds-
thing, right?
It sounds like that
'Cause it's
thing
not-
where
it's not- it's
you're
not- we're
tricking
not-
yourself.
Yeah, we're not... I'm pretty sure it's not actually recording like that. It's just
It's not.
delayed.
It's
in our
not.
headphones.
It sounds really nice and crisp. But see, I'm running the ship now because Spencer is sick. Oh my God! Look at this. This
It's
is a
real
mess.
weird. Oh no.
This is a mess. Spencer's not here. The
Chaos.
video is off-centered. What am I gonna do with that?
You gotta fix it. You know that's your job.
I am gonna fix it.
Go fix it.
Okay, I'm gonna fix it real quick. Welcome back to We Stayed Late, the podcast that doesn't know what it's doing yet, but this is the 32nd podcast or something.
No, I think we're like at 33.
33?
34, maybe.
Ooh, look at that, Brett. And we have editor Brett with us. Yay!
Yeah.
How are you, Brett?
I'm doing just great. How are you guys?
We're doing fantastic. I feel wild and crazy. Poor Spencer's a little sick. He had to stay here till 3 in the morning.
That's how late you guys stay?
That's how late he stayed.
Okay.
So we left at 12:30 while all the exports were done, and then Spencer made a little bed out of a yoga mat, a sandbag.
Yeah, I saw that Snapchat.
Yeah,
Not
oh, you did?
Snapchat, Not
Instagram.
Instagram story, yes.
Yeah.
Same
And then
difference.
guess what?
And
None of it actually mattered.
And then it didn't
Yeah, it turns out it was all uploaded to the wrong spot.
They were like, "Hey, where are those video files?" I'm like, "Oh,
All 120 gigs of it.
yeah, they're not there." Okay, I'm gonna go fix this video real quick. Star, why don't you take over?
Yeah, I'm really surprised you guys stayed so late. I didn't realize when. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Luis. I'm gonna have to take off these headphones because I can't hear myself speak like this. It's chaos.
What was that game that they used to play?
It was like just the audio delay game where you would hear yourself played back at a
Jib jabber?
way later than
It's
you
a
should.
lot harder than you think.
It is,
It's
but I'm
really
actually having a
annoying.
little fun with it right now. Actually, this is gonna drive me a little crazy.
Of course it is.
But I like hearing myself on the headphones.
I do too, but I can't, not at a half a second delay where I could hear my brain thoughts. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I didn't know you guys were staying that late. That's ridiculous. But at the same
We
time,
were losing our
like,
minds. a little bit.
Yeah. Like I didn't talk to you guys very much yesterday because I was like, you guys were in, like, it felt like you guys were in a zone.
We have been so busy, Star, that we haven't been able to talk. We haven't
No,
communicated
we're
at
in
all.
the same room even, and it's just like you guys are in like a little bubble. Every time I was like, oh, maybe I'll show them this funny clip or something. It was just like, nah, they're in a bit. I kind of maybe introduced HQ trivia, but not to you guys because you guys again in the zone to the room at least.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
It
I
was
feel
just
like
like-
I've barely seen you since I've been working here.
yeah, because you're behind the screens and doing the things
I
and
know,
all the
Dave-
clickety clacks.
Days went by, and I was like, I feel like
It's been
I
like a
haven't even
week.
stuck to Star. Felt like the old days.
Also, the holidays, it did feel like the old days.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just like, oh, okay. Even today, I was just like, they're going to be busy working. At least if I'm going to be like, kind of like secluded, I'll be secluded like for real.
Yeah.
I'm just like being here, and then I could at least goof off and play music and
Did you play music?
a little bit.
I don't think you
I
did.
played like 90s music,
I do enjoy.
but on
this
my
room.
own Spotify, not on,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a cool room. You still Fortress of Solitude. you
It's
can
not
play here.
bad. Sometimes you come here to relax, to vent, to escape the real world.
Where's the couch at, though?
Oh, the couch is supposed to go right there.
There's
but
supposed
we
to be a couch. There was a yoga mat.
Brett, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? What's life outside of SourceFed?
It's a little more lonely.
Oh,
I've been on that freelance game, so been doing a lot of different gigs. Let's see here.
what's one of your? You know what? before we start, this headphone thing is driving me
I
crazy.
told you. Like it's because you're trying to think, and all of a sudden you're like, I
think
can't.
this whole time. I'm trying to fight it, but I can't. And this whole podcast is off. Is real bad. This is a bad podcast. This is our worst podcast.
It's only
ever.
bad if you say it's bad. Otherwise,
This is
it's
the
just
best podcast in the goddamn world.
No, it's cool. Just call it the worst podcast, that you guys have done, and it'll get a lot more views.
It'll get a
than
lot of
usual.
views.
Yeah.
It's gonna get 800 views on YouTube.
All right.
okay. That's fine.
That's not bad.
We still need those 1,000 subscribers.
We can't get that. I don't like the way that I look at the camera this way. I feel like
You don't like
I
that
have-
side
Is
of your
that,
face?
is that your bad side?
I have to turn. No, I didn't realize the sacrifice Spencer had to make to make this.
You never
turn.
noticed that's why he always turns to the camera?
Oh, so are you in Spencer's seat?
I'm in Spencer's seat. You're in my spot.
I'm in your spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Brett-
not even going to monitoring these audio levels. This is
Brett
going to be
is
a
the new
crunchy,
Louise.
peaky level. Anyway, let's get back to you, Brett. So, Brett, you what have you been working on?
Yeah, like I said, just a lot of random stuff. Right now, alongside, coming back and doing some stuff for Discovery Go and Group 9, I've been doing, a few shorts. I finished up one comedy short, and now I'm working on a kind of, I guess you could call it like a dark comedy short.
dark comedy.
It's very Tarantino-ish.
Yeah.
Set in the 90s, kind of I would call it kind of Tarantino-ish and a little Soderbergh.
Is that with somebody that we know? Are you working with somebody?
Well, no. It's actually just through a mutual friend, and they hooked me up. But it's a really cool short. I'm actually excited, when it comes
nice.
out. So yeah, I've been working on that, and then what else? Worked for Blizzard Entertainment for a little while.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Brett does Overwatch stuff.
Brett, I just got into Overwatch. Did you know?
Oh,
that?
is that right?
Yeah, I started the character that I got into was a healer.
Oh yeah, is that your main?
That's the one I'm kind of attached myself to.
Wait, which one? Mercy?
I don't know which one it was. She was
Was it a girl or?
it was a girl, and she was blasting things. I could shoot people to health, or do all of them do that?
Anna.
Anna.
You
Yeah.
got into Anna, which is surprising because she's not very well liked.
I'm gonna give her some love. So what did you do for Blizzard? What was that? Yeah.
We actually, me and the team I was working on, we literally did all the content for BlizzCon. So BlizzCon happened about, I guess, half a month ago, in November. It's October. It was
Late October.
Yeah, late October. A little bit before Halloween.
Yeah.
And we made probably within a 2-month period. They shot and we edited about 28 pieces of content.
What did they shoot?
Just all literally everything that if you got the virtual ticket for BlizzCon, literally every piece of content is and maybe 1 or 2 videos they did outsourced from us.
Yeah.
But probably 90% of the videos on that virtual ticket, I probably had some hand in to
Now, are we
make.
talking real people or are we talking fake people?
We're talking. They did a lot
you're
of
filming real people,
they did a lot of creator interviews, a lot of kind of behind the scenes, like what it's like to work at Blizzard. We did some cosplay videos on with some of the creators there who both work in art department / do their own cosplay. So we did some kind of a little more easy kind of DIY cosplay.
Yeah.
Not quite as advanced as a lot because some of that stuff gets really intense. So they did a
yeah,
little more.
the costumes for the character designs for that is insane.
So they went through and did some kind of simpler cosplay for people to do, and then one of the cooler kind of series on there was a thing we did called the Artist Journey, which basically we pulled a couple of their key artists from different games, and they basically just kind of drew one of their favorite characters, on different mediums. One of them would do it pen and paper, one would do it on marker
Some of them
board.
would paint it on a pastel.
Something like that, yeah. I think one person. Unfortunately, we were gonna have someone do, a digital, but it just didn't work out. So they had to do it on regular medium. But it would have been cool to see someone actually work the Wacom or whatever. But yeah, those turned out really good, and then they kind of told just a quick kind of story on their travels and how they got to be working at Blizzard.
How can I access this content right now?
You just need to get the virtual. Well, actually, right now I'm not sure how it
It
works
might be gone now.
Forever?
No,
That's the saddest thing. I don't like when content disappears.
I'm sure if it's not on Blizzard Entertainment's either website or on their YouTube channel. Most likely, you can probably unlock it. I believe the virtual ticket itself was only like $40 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that might that was a paywall at the time, and that might be gone now. So it might just be accessible, on the website. So yeah, so
that's pretty fucking.
I feel like it's still under the paywall because I feel like I would have ended up just through osmosis seeing more of the content. I don't know, just because I follow. At least if it was Overwatch related, I would have hopefully have seen bits of it.
Speaking of Wacom, sorry, my brain's just going everywhere today.
It's okay.
Speaking of Wacom, every time I see you draw or working on your tablet, I feel like you're about to break it every time because you just like, because you get passionate about things and you start slamming it. And then you put like your food on it.
Oh yeah,
that can't be right. That can't be good for
Okay, so
do you like to use it as a tray sometimes?
I kind of do.
You can't do that. It's so sensitive. Doesn't it like mess it up? You use one too when you edit.
They're really hardy. They're a really hardy device.
They do make them pretty tough. I mean, I primarily use mine whenever I do After Effects.
Yeah.
It's a little. I still haven't quite mastered using it to edit. I feel like I lose some of the control that I'm used to because I use a lot of shortcuts anyway. So, but yeah, I think for stuff like what Star does, there's nothing better than that.
It's pretty
dope.
Yeah.
Okay. So my old Wacom tablet that I used to have before this one, it didn't die because it broke. It died because Wacom and Apple stopped making drivers for it.
Oh yeah, you told me.
It was that old, and it was still working and functioning and great. The pen was still working. I lost buttons on the pen, but the pen itself was and I ate everything on that thing. It was my food tray. Hot stuff, cold stuff.
The thing must have got real greasy.
I would clean it. It would be fine, but it would have scratches on it because it's I've used it for almost a decade. And then when the drivers didn't update anymore, I was like, well, I have to get a new one. And I was like, this one I'm going to treat nice because there's no way this one's going to last as long as that other one.
Yeah.
And of course, over time, it's just little by little, I'm like, okay, yeah. And so I won't eat things that are super, super hot on it. And I try not to eat something that's super, super cold on it.
Like a hot bowl of soup.
Yeah, I'll move the liquids out of the way. But, I mean, every once in a while, if I'm eating a salad or something, that's no harm, no foul. I'll just eat that on top of it.
So Star, if you don't mind me getting a little techie with you here.
Yes, we love
fine.
The techies.
What's two questions for you, Wacom. First of all, I believe you had the wireless mod for it, right?
Yeah, I always use the cord anyway.
Which I always kind of looked into, but I don't use it enough.
The little wireless mod thing, finding it, keeping it charged. It's this big, and I already still have to use up a USB slot. So what's the difference between just having the cord?
Was there a delay when you have the wireless?
No, it's fine. It's just that at some point you still have to charge the tablet anyway and plug it in. So I kind of it's easier for me to find the cord than it is to find the little bugger.
Okay. And then my second question is: Have you looked into / thought about getting one of the I guess
the Cintiqs?
Oh,
I have that at home.
Oh, you have that at home?
Yeah, that was my big purchase last year.
That's awesome.
So Cintiq and Wacom, they're two different things.
Oh no, Cintiq is a type of
tablet.
Wacom tablet.
Wacom, okay.
Yeah, it's just
like the Wacom that I have. It's technically the Intuos Pro. That's the thing. But everyone just calls them Wacom tablets because they're all Wacom tablets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Cintiq I will not eat on because it's at an angle. It is at a curve, so I can't. Which is really
you could put something there like a little M&M and put your mouth at the other end and just let it slide down your mouth.
But it does get food stains on it because this is what I do at home because it's gigantic. It was way bigger than I thought it would be. I thought it was like a little monitor. A little monitor yay big, but it's like a TV screen on my desk. So it barely fits with the monitors and stuff. So I just scooch it down, and so I eat in this little crevice of a space because I'm gonna watch shows while I'm eating, and so it still gets backsplash from things that I'm eating, and I'm like, oh no, I have to constantly clean it.
That I would be terrified if I had something that expensive. I think when I get a new phone,
They're
I just
so
try to
hardy.
break it.
I broke my phone this weekend, so it's okay. And then I got it fixed.
I'm sorry. I'm sad that so Star used to have this really cool. Are you still recording?
Shit.
You better put that in the vlog.
No,
just
it's
a
just
recording
black.
of a table.
It's just darkness, or it's the ceiling, whichever.
Now listen, we have questions from the Slack. Do you know Slack? Did you know that we have a Slack group for our podcast?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's legit.
People are roommates
We have
now
a
because
little
of Slack.
community. It's so
They
sweet.
met up in New York. Our little Slack
Wow.
family. We love you.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a little bit of that video. It was very well done.
Yeah, it was very nice. So let's jump into some of these questions.
I just realized I missed an HQ trivia.
You what?
HQ trivia just went because we recorded and I missed it.
What is HQ Trivia?
It's an app. It's a game show that everyone's it's like the new trendy thing right now.
I don't know what that is.
This is what I tried to explain yesterday, but you guys were super busy.
Is
Well,
it
what
like,
is
is
it?
it like
Explain
the,
it
is
to
it
us.
like the
Okay,
new
so
word
I
for
think
friends?
this is the thing. I think it's the future.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Everyone, hold on! It's
Whoa,
the future.
whoa.
I know it's a
Whoa.
big statement, but I sincerely believe. Okay, so it's a trivia game app.
Okay, I'm with you.
And it does something different than I think any other apps do, which is instead of trying to get your attention whenever you go to it,
Yes.
it is a live show that takes place twice a day, I think once on the weekends.
Is there a host?
Yes, there is a host. It is a show, and it is a trivia game show. So now think Periscope, but with trivia questions that you play along. And
I
at
can
the,
play.
You could play. You're playing along. It's a live show. And if you make it to the end, you split the prize money with whoever also makes it
Wait,
to
there's
the end.
actual money
There's
involved?
money. You get money. Like, it's a game
This
show.
sounds
and
like
you are a
Jeopardy
contestant.
for millennials.
Yes.
And you're a contestant, and it's trivia, and it's super, super fun. And if you download it, HQ Trivia, use my referral code Starline for extra lives, please.
Wait, what do you mean? Are you being sponsored by this?
No, this is me going, okay, so if you get people to sign up and you use the referral code, you get a free life once per game. Because if you get the question wrong, you're out. That's it. I mean, you could keep watching, but you can't keep going.
And if you win, is this real money?
Yes,
that we're
it's real
talking?
money.
Wait,
They
so,
PayPal
hold
you
on.
money.
So I'm going in. This guy's like, "Welcome to the video game."
Welcome to HQ Trivia. I'm your host, Scott. I forget his last name. And he like...
A white male.
It is, but every once in a while there's another lady named Sharon who's
Okay.
really pretty too. But like,
Gotta be pretty for these.
well, yeah, they're
games.
game shows, and they're wearing a suit. It's a show, and it's cheesy jokes and puns. It's really silly. The graphics are really great. The music's really great. It's just like, it is choice. Like,
I feel so left out. Like I don't know.
I
I missed
showed-
the whole
This is
thing.
definitely
you
the
guys
first
were
I've
so
heard of
busy
it.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I showed the game at noon. Like I went and like was like, this is the game, and because it's legitimately a show on its own with no like thing behind it.
But what if I miss the game?
I missed the game just now?
You missed it.
Yeah, but I mean that means tomorrow at noon, and if nobody wins the grand prize, the money rolls over. But
And how much time do I need to dedicate to this game?
It's 15 minutes. That's it. From the time you
And-
get the alert to like it's starting. Each question you have 10 seconds from the time the host starts talking. So you don't have a lot of time at all.
What kind of money are we talking about here?
We
So
talking
far, average
thousands?
the prizes have been $1,000, but and the winners range between from when I started playing, I've seen like 11 people win it to up to like 88,
Okay.
depending on the
Is that
questions
because
day.
is that because they're all on the same team or because they all tied technically?
It's just tied. It's whoever gets to the last. If you get to question 12 and you get the answer, then it's whatever you split whatever that prize money is. Last Thursday they did an $8,000 prize.
I need to pay some bills.
And the thing is, like you feel like you have a chance, and then of course, like the question, it's like the range of trivia is so broad that there's going to be topics that you just don't know.
And how much time do you have to answer that question?
10 seconds. It's so good. Here's the thing.
There's no time to be like, "Hey Google."
No, not time at all. Because otherwise, I would have probably tried to do that too.
Yeah.
And it's invented by the guy, one of the people who made Vine, who's a nutcase. The reason why people know about this thing right now is because last week there was this big controversy because they were doing like a little fluff piece about the main host, Scott. Like he's a comedian in New York, and they were just like, "Oh, this little app's getting some traction. Who is this host?
Yeah.
Let's find out." And
yeah.
they interviewed him and all this stuff. And it was gonna be a nice little like fluff piece about like, oh, here's this charming host about of HQ Trivia, the new app. And the guy who created the game lost his shit about it and threatened to fire the guy if the Daily Beast posted the article.
Wait, after the fluff piece?
the Fluffy Beast hadn't come out. The Daily Beast just like sent it ahead to the HQ Trivia, like their PR team, like, hey, this is the thing we're about to post, because it's nothing bad. It's just like, hey, so that you could promote it too, kind of thing, you know. And like, just the guy just lost his mind and was just like, no, like, how dare you do this, and and like, so
what did they do? They just talked about the host.
Yeah, and so the Daily Beast was like, well, now the story is going to be about how you're insane, trying to stop us from writing about your host for your thing that we're kind of promoting. Like, it's all that, and the reasoning behind it, they think it is because the host, he's a freelancer, so it's like contract work, and now the app is getting popular because he's also a good host.
So you're going to have to pay him more money.
So you have to pay him more, and there's contract negotiations and things like that. So the more important he is, the more leverage he has, obviously. So that's why he didn't want the piece to come out, because it's like, we don't want the show, because it's not about him, it's the app. But you have a good host, it carries your stuff, as we know from like everything online. Like it's good to have a charming host.
Host will take you pretty far.
I'm looking at this. It says why live phone trivia game HQ doesn't stand a chance. Mashable.
Oh well, is that today?
This is today.
Oh well, here's the thing. There's nobody funding it right now. So all the money that's coming from like these people who invented Vine, and obviously they sold. So it's like,
wait. So so right now
it's all like right now it's self-funded, and I think what they're doing.
Who has the money to pay people thousands of dollars?
The guy who invented Vine, who got paid out by
Twitter.
So
this is kind of like a pet project right now, and
they're
trying to find a way to make it viable.
I think so. Just like how Vine in the beginning it started off and they sold it. I think that's what they're trying to do. Is like they're building up hype, because they get after this whole debacle with the bad press. They ended up going from like 20K people playing every time the game to 120K people come in and like play with you.
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah. And what's funny is like the questions still come down. Like it's between like sometimes it's just 10 people who win out of 120.
I guess
it's
you just
wild.
have to, I guess
I'm going to download this app right now.
I guess
we'll
they just have to be careful, because it sounds like
let's not get distracted.
You can't buy new lives, can you?
That's the thing. The only way you get new lives are from referral codes from your friends, which is mine is Starline, Starline, spelled Starline. You know, hook a girl up with some extra lives, because I play it every day.
Hook
it's
a girl up.
And you only get to use one extra life per game, so it's not like you could build up on extra lives and just keep going. No, it's like once. So I need you guys to help me out, because I've only gotten to question 6 every time. Question 6.
Is it every day?
It's every day, twice a day, once on the weekends.
Okay, well, we'll do it tomorrow.
We're gonna stop what we're doing.
Yeah,
and
it's
all
at lunch.
Play.
It's at noon exactly.
So
and at 6
it's
p.m.
good for us, because everywhere else it's like 1, 2, 3, right? You know,
Yeah.
like in New York, it's at 3 o'clock.
For them, it's at 3 and at 9. For us, it's at noon and at 6.
Oh,
I pulled over on my car yesterday on my way home to play. Because I got the alert and I was like, oh shit, this is 15 minutes. Let me pull over. It's because I didn't want my signal to go in and out. And I still lost the question 6. So mad.
What was the question?
I don't remember what yesterday's was, but today I lost out because they were like, what's the correct way to spell irresistible? And they showed the different ways, and they were just off. And they were all off. And like, you have 10 seconds, so there's no like time to look it up. And then I spelled it. I picked the one that was spelled. With the last of it was table, like Table, and it's not. It's Tible.
Irresistible.
Yeah.
Tibble.
So I went with the sound, like table, resistible. That's a ta. Let's go. Boom. Wrong.
Definitely.
And I got knocked out.
I need to have 2 phones on.
Ava covered this yesterday too. Like, it's weird. Like, not weird. It's not surprised. She's on what's trending, so she's covering what's trending. But it is trending, and it is super fun.
Hey guys, follow Ava Gordy.
Yeah, follow Ava.
Why aren't you following her?
Watch what's trending and like the videos that she's in.
And use Star's
use
promo
my referral code. Starline.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Star.
I wish. I wish it was sponsored by HQ Trivia. I'd be stoked.
We need to get. Me and Spencer are trying to think of a plan to get Slack to sponsor this podcast.
I know.
Because
I think it starts by emailing.
Oh, I thought that was the thing that was that. I think you guys were sponsored by Slack.
No. We just use it.
Okay, so
we just use it to communicate with our fans. And,
okay.
But now we're getting locked out by the paywall.
Yeah.
And I don't like paywalls.
And then
I don't like them.
We figured out how much it would actually cost to like pay,
It'd be hundreds.
It's thousands of dollars because it's per user.
No, it's per active user.
It's per active user, but still, like, it's thousands of dollars. Like, and so, God forbid.
Slack, please. We have a community of people who want to communicate, who want to talk, and they can't. I'm looking over here at these questions.
But Slack's also a business, and that's why.
But we're a business. We're not a business. But we brought people together. Don't you want that? They could be like, hey, look, Slack. We're Slack. We brought people together. We made roommates.
I know. I think full well they should sponsor us. That would be great. Slack should totally sponsor us.
So we're gonna find a game plan because I'm looking at these questions to find out what we should start with, but they stop at November 7th.
We're gonna start writing them down.
That's true. We're gonna have to save them. It's a goddamn shame. Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? We got some questions. What kind of questions do I like here? I don't know. What is your desktop background?
Desktop background.
Right now, mine is.
These are some hot questions.
Is a fan art drawing that I made for Get Out because I liked it.
I think I remember you talking about that. I don't think I've
I
seen
drew it
that.
like when the movie came out because I love that movie and I don't like horror movies. And
Is
I
it during when he's
adore-
falling?
It's when he's falling in the sunken place. So it's just a drawing of the main guy in the sunken place, and it was a art style that I don't normally do, so
Yeah.
I liked it.
I think
so
I've seen
put
that
it up.
one. It's really cool looking.
It's just there. It's subtle. It's just me, and I think it's my work computer too. So it's kind of like I'm in the sunken place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to cycle through a couple different ones. Usually they're of the nerdy variety, superheroes, video games, comic book characters, all that.
I remember
stuff.
when you worked at SourceFed, you had like the whole Marvel League.
I'm definitely I forget the artist's name. There's a couple out there that do similar things. I believe Alex Ross is one of them.
Alex Ross is that hyper realistic painting.
Yeah. There's
you were talking to me about that's what the style of the Justice League.
Yeah, the
was.
Justice League
the
poster
new-
right now is very Alex Ross.
Yeah. So I think I had a couple of his. I had a couple like giant ensemble of both like DC and Marvel Universe that were pretty cool, and it's kind of fun because it's almost like a Where's Waldo picture because there's like literally 50 to 60 characters, and like every day like I'd like try and find a new one. I'd be like, who is? Because there's it's really hard to like tell exact because they're all
some of them look the
different.
same.
Yeah, a lot of them kind of look the same.
I remember passing by
going through and be like, who that?
Yeah, I remember walking by your computer and I would see it and I'd be like, who is that hero? It looks like It looks like two Captain Americas are there.
I think it's because technically there was.
There's several Captain Americas.
I don't like how there's too many of this one character. You know what else I don't like? I don't like when superheroes face villains that are with the same powers they have.
Why?
I don't want that.
That's the classic thing where it's like not the
it's so
power.
boring.
It's not the power. It's the hero.
I guess. Like there was when the Flash was going on, it was just speedster.
Reverse. What is it? Reverse Flash.
Reverse
is it?
Flash, Zoom.
I will say Reverse Flash
Got-
has the worst name. That's a shitty name to be just reverse.
Reverse?
He's got reverse colors, and he's bad.
Oh yeah, Reverse Flash is a shit name though. Like it's like being like Superman versus Reverse Superman. Like there's like
they have
they have Bizarro. But
He's
Bizarro is his own name. Like it has nothing to do.
That's
There's no
true.
super in it. It's just he's bizarre. He's kind of weird.
There's
And
one that's
he's not even
cyborg
really-
Superman, isn't there?
Yeah, there is a cyborg.
There
Superman.
is there is.
That gets really confusing. So we probably shouldn't go into
He's
that.
like a
Yeah.
robot. He's like somebody built him. Just like Bizarro was supposed to be a clone that just got real fucked up.
Okay, or like Iron Man.
Superboy was like a clone too, who like worked out, I guess. 'Cause
yes.
Superboy. Is that the little boy who goes like that?
Superboy in
Yeah.
the 90s,
Is
he
that
wore
the
like
little
he
girl?
wore like the leather
modern-
jacket
yeah.
and everything. The modern Superboy just wears a white shirt and jeans, and he's just like, fuck it.
Yeah, a lot of clones in comics.
Because he doesn't have kids. Because
That's
Superman
true.
doesn't have kids. He just always has clones.
Who, Superboy?
Superman.
Oh,
Superman
Superman,
doesn't have
that's true.
children. He's just like, well, and I think it's there's different reasons.
Well, then you get one of them, and then you start making Supergirl.
Well, Supergirl's his
Superdog.
cousin.
That's true.
Supergirl's his cousin.
Batwoman.
Batwoman, I don't know why. I don't know her backstory very
I don't know
much.
her
I just know she has red hair and she's a lesbian, and she
That
dates.
is all I know about her.
And she dates Montoya, who is
know
now
who
the
that is.
Question.
What? Montoya's a question now.
I think so.
I thought it was like, my name is
I
Inigo
think.
Montoya.
I could be wrong about that.
you, is that
I
that
think-
guy?
No, Montoya was the.
She's like the lady cop.
Yeah,
who's
she's like Gordon's right hand.
She's dope.
Yeah.
But I think she's the question right now, or she was for a little while. I don't know.
That's cool. Also, spoilers.
But this is like years
Spoiler
ago.
alert.
This was before the reset. They reset everything, didn't they?
How many resets are they doing?
There's
Too
so
many.
resets.
Yeah, the rebirth, I guess.
The rebirth. Because
yeah.
it was the New 52 and then the rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with that?
Because they wanted Batman to be alive again.
Oh, that's true.
Because Dick Grayson was Batman, raising his kid Damian for a bit, and then they were like, "This is boring," and they reset it, which bummed me out because I like the Bat family more than Batman. So I'm like, you got rid of all the cool stories with them like hanging out.
There was a point where I didn't want anyone but Batman. Get rid of everybody.
Batman's so boring to me. But like everybody else, all of the Robins.
Why you gotta make
so
me
much
work?
more fun.
I guess it's a bit of work.
Well, except Jason Todd, but even Jason Todd kind of figured himself out.
Well, you guys. Well, speaking of superheroes, you guys heard the news about, I believe. So the new Avengers movie is coming out next summer.
Infinity War.
But
Part 1.
Part 1. Well, actually, they lost to Part 1. Now it's just
Infinity War.
Yeah, there's no Part 1.
And then the next one's like Infinity War. Back again.
They don't. Yeah, they don't. There is no name yet for what they're just calling Avengers 4.
Oh shit.
They're just calling it Avengers 4 right now. They don't know. We don't know what it's going to be called. It's just the working title right now.
What if they get the
I
Justice
believe Kevin Feige actually came out today and said that it's literally going to be the end of this modern kind of Marvel MCU.
Good.
It's literally going to like be.
So they're officially ending. This is the end of Phase 3.
Technically, it'll be the end of Phase 4 once we get to Avengers 4.
But
Okay, and then it's
from
like
Phase
a-
1 of Phase 4. That's the end of that collective little series.
Yeah, so you can almost think of it as like
So it's a
comic
series-
run,
it's a series finale.
That's ending, and they might do some spin-offs and they might do some prequels, but like it's basically like who knows where they go from there.
That's fine.
I
I'm
like
okay.
that.
Like I want a series finale.
I appreciate that.
Marvel movies have just been the biggest, most expensive TV series.
And
that's
I don't want it
been
to
going
fizzle
on.
out. I want it to like have a defined ending. We did it.
So I think his big thing was that this will be the first superhero movie that has an ending.
You know why they're doing that though, right?
Why?
Think about the amount of time because it's kids growing up.
Everyone's
Right?
getting old.
Right.
So the people who are watching these movies now, we've all been invested in it because we've
Yeah.
been watching it essentially since Iron Man. Mind you, I haven't seen all the Marvel movies, but
Guys,
because
it's
I watched
been-
that first Iron Man,
It's been almost a decade.
yeah.
That's true.
Of MCU.
And then now kids are like, "That's too
And no
much.
one,
I don't want to catch up."
when Iron Man came out, no one had any idea that was even going to fly.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
That was an independent movie.
Yeah, that was like so you
Sundance
have
selection. In
so you
Iron
have
Man.
all this investment because we've all been essentially invested in it for a decade, and the ones who are younger, like the kids, they've been invested in it for a decade. Now, by the time this is done with Avengers 4 or whatever, they need some fresh blood.
That's true.
You need some new. You're not getting a 10-year-old into these movies and having to have them watch all of that.
That's too many.
Also-
It's too many. It's too much to ask a kid to get invested in. You got to start them fresh. So you're doing the Disney method, which is why they're owned by Disney. You give them a new thing. This is why like Disney movies used to be like the movies used to be kept in the vault, and they'd bring them back every 10 years or so because
Yeah.
it's a fresh batch of kids to get them addicted to the Disney movies again. So they're gonna reset
They're
and
like
try to
drug
get a new
dealers.
thing.
a little bit.
It's smart.
A little bit.
It's smart because the Marvel movies. Somebody was out there like, who watches like Cars and like or not Cars? It was like who. Why did Disney invest so much in Marvel? Like, why are they gonna like make a whole like potential Marvel world at Disneyland and all that stuff? And I'm like, the Marvel movies are the Disney princes.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, like there's the princess line. You have your classic, but it's very much marketed to the girls. Marvel's marketed to the boys, even though it's kind of like, come on. But the Marvel movies are the Disney princes.
Yeah. Totally. I remember there was a time where I was worried about Disney because I
I'll
was
name
like,
Chris.
I didn't know what they were gonna do. I was like, it seems like Disney's not doing anything anymore. But now Disney's like the fucking
Oh,
powerhouse.
they know
Yeah,
what's up.
They've been killing it. Did you guys see Coco?
Not yet. I
Not
think
yet.
I'm gonna see
Did you like it?
I'm gonna
great.
see it when my mom visits. I'm gonna take her to go see it for Christmas.
I haven't seen. Everyone tells me it's really good.
Yeah. Check it out.
It's
I used to see all the Pixar movies, but then Cars 2 came out.
That's the
and
thing.
then
You're
I
not supposed
decided
to see
not to watch.
Cars. Cars is what makes them the money. Cars is the reality TV show of Pixar movies. What brings the money in, all the merchandise, all the toys.
Sweet merchandise.
All the toys. Sincerely, it's because of the
I
toys.
know.
And then that gives them enough money to go make the good stuff.
The merchandising ruins movies sometimes. You know,
No, it saves them because
you're
they
right.
don't make enough money. Like these movies are
In
so
fact, I
expensive.
believe that's how most animated shows actually
Make their money.
Yeah, actually keep going.
it's through merchandise.
Toys, yeah. If they don't make good toy sales, the animated show tends to die.
That's why they
which is
gotta
why
change-
the Justice League or the
Yeah,
Young Justice
Yeah, that's why that
died
went down.
because they didn't sell enough toys.
Mhm.
But that's because they were marketing all their toys to little boys when their audience was a bunch of fucking teenagers and mostly teenage girls. They weren't marketing to them. So
Wow.
they weren't buying the toys because it wasn't for them. So they canceled the show and then there was a big old
But it's coming back.
yeah, because enough of these teenagers were like, bring back my show.
Yeah.
I want my teen drama with superheroes.
Me and Brett. Oop, that sounded weird. Me and Brett saw Justice League.
Oh, you did?
Did you see Justice League?
I did not. I don't really.
I
liked
came
Wonder
in
Woman.
with very low expectations.
Did you guys like it?
That's
did
really
like it.
that's the secret to a lot of superhero movies in general. Go in with a low expectation. You'll lose.
Go in there like I'm gonna hate this fucking movie, and then you say, "Oh, it's not bad. I like
Yeah.
it."
It turns out it's almost like every other super movie you've ever seen. It's
That's
fine.
true.
It's just fine.
Yeah.
It is
Okay,
a lot of
that's
fun.
fine.
It's a
Fun
lot.
moments.
It's a lot of fun when you watch it. And I'll probably see it again when it comes out on Blu-ray. But
Yeah.
it was a lot of
Like
fun.
I won't
Lot
watch
of
Batman v
moments.
Superman again, but I'll watch this movie again. I was tempted to rewatch it in theaters.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably go see it at some point. It's just not on my priority list of things to watch. Like, I'd rather see Coco before that.
That's
and then,
true. I haven't seen
and
I should see Coco.
like, and I want to see the 3 Billboards.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, I want to
that's-
see
So
that
it's like-
too.
I've seen it.
So I
It's
want
great.
so
It's
like
good.
there's just other movies
You're
on
right.
the
Well, there
priority
was a
list right
time there
now,
weren't that
and
many
then
good movies.
December like Star Wars is coming out.
I
So
have
Star
tickets.
Wars and Coco are my
Oh,
December.
jeez.
I'm going to go see those. If I happen to be able to see like another one, it's going to
Guys.
be the 3 Billboards.
How much money?
Oh.
How much money is Star Wars gonna make?
So much money. All of the money.
Is it gonna?
All of
Is
the
it gonna?
monies.
I
600 million domestic.
opening weekend.
Opening weekend.
I'm thinking opening weekend.
I don't know.
It's
What
gonna
is the record? Is it?
I think it's going to
200?
make more money
Is it
on
200
Christmas
something?
Day.
Can we
wouldn't
get
it?
a quick look up
Yeah,
here?
we're gonna do a quick look. I haven't seen any of the trailers. I have no idea what to expect. And you know what?
I watched
Some of
very
those
excited.
posters, they're spoiling some things. I didn't know this droid was in the movie. This black droid with the cute little hat, little head.
Oh, I was. Do you know what a porg is?
A porg? Is
Oh, okay, never mind.
that in the
Luis.
movie?
Oh, Luis, you're so fresh. I'm not even gonna explain what it is because if I explain what it is, then you're gonna be like, eh. So that's just
I'm
a
so
word.
fresh to Star Wars.
That's just a word
okay.
for you.
Box office mojo. That's what I forgot.
Mhm.
You guys, Luis doesn't know what a porg is.
I don't. Is that bad?
No, it's
I
not
don't-
bad at
I
all.
don't
It's
know what a
actually
porg
really
is.
good that you don't know, and I'm actually looking forward for you to.
Am I gonna
learn what
find
it-
out when I watch Star Wars?
When you watch the movie, you will learn what a porg is.
I don't know where I'm looking for.
What? Just look up domestic all time. You
Oh,
want to
yeah. I just to Google. Why am I looking it up? Domestic all-time opening.
weekend.
You guys,
I think it's around 210.
Isn't that cool that he doesn't know what it is? Isn't that great?
Look at this porg over here.
Don't
Okay.
don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't. I swear to God, don't. Don't
I'm not
ruin it
looking
for
it
yourself.
up. But look at this. Beep 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 beep. Update. Apparently, Star Wars: The Force Awakens is the #1 movie with a big open.
What was it?
Let's do a guess.
I'm bad at these.
I said 210. 210 million.
You're very close. It's actually.
I could be like $3 million. I don't know. Like
It's actually $3 million. No, it's $247 million.
40, so even more.
domestic.
It's almost $248 million. Yeah,
Wow.
opening.
Yeah, the domestic.
And then it's Jurassic World at 208, and then blah blah blah, blah. And then Marvel's Avengers, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
No, I don't think
Captain
it's going to be as much as Force Awakens.
What, just because the hype was so. But
The
I feel
hype
like the
was
hype's
so-
there
The
for
hype
this
was
one
real.
too. I feel like the hype's
The
there.
hype's there
for
for
that
this one,
too.
but I think more people are going to wait to see it
Because-
on Christmas.
Yeah,
I think
because
people
this-
are going to wait for the
It would
actual
make
holiday
for a
weekend.
great. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it won't make as much in that first weekend,
first-
but
yeah.
the carryover will
The
be
carryover
great.
will be so much. They're gonna make bank.
That's why they open the movie in mid-December so it can carry through Christmas.
Yeah, because then people will get the early reviews. Oh my God, you got to go see it, blah blah blah. And then it's just like, oh, what are we gonna watch on Christmas Day when we don't want to be in the house anymore?
Star Wars.
Go see Star Wars.
I want to see The Last Jedi.
Yeah, and like it's
I was gonna say The Last Jedis because it is, isn't it? It's like
well,
multiple
Jedi is plural. Jedi itself is plural.
We've had this conversation before.
I don't think it's Jedis. It's just Jedi.
Jedi, because the Spanish it says Los Últimos Jedi. So that means it's plural.
Yeah, it's plural.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Who do you think?
This isn't a debate.
It's
We're not
definitely
debating
plural.
here.
It's
This isn't a
definitely-
podcast about debate. This is a podcast about talking.
What's the next question?
Oh yeah. Thank you, Star.
We go on town.
We got to work together on this to do one job that Spencer does. Okay. Oh God, this is long. Okay. You've given the chance to send 30 seconds of video oh, this is by Martin. Sorry. You've given the chance to send 30 seconds of video back in time to anyone in the past.
Oh no.
To who, when, what would you send it to? Parentheses. And we live in a non-multiverse universe. So if something changes, it affects you, and you remember what was before the change.
Oh, I like
my
that
goodness.
they established the time travel
So this
rule.
can affect us directly.
Yes.
I like this.
Oh
So it
no.
doesn't split off and splinter.
You know what though? I think I every once in a while like go through like my brain and think about if I could like I do that's just a mental exercise I do all the time, and I always get up at the same conclusion where it's like if I could go back and like change a couple things and like guide myself, and then I realize and every time I go, yeah, but then I wouldn't have done this. Like every
know,
time
yeah.
I like do that, I'm like, if I go back and I change this and avoided this person or did this, I wouldn't have ended up working at SourceFed. I wouldn't have done this because it's like everything I did led up to those like moments. Like I could pinpoint how and why things happened, and even though I was going through some shit,
Yeah.
like I was trying. I'm like, how can I like not go through that awfulness again? I'm like, but sincerely, it's just like I wouldn't wish that on anybody or anything, but it's just like, yeah, but if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have been at this particular party because I went to this party because I was trying to do this. And if I hadn't gone to that party, I wouldn't have met Danny. And if I wouldn't have met Danny, I wouldn't have worked here. So it's like,
Wow.
unless I figure out how to do it where it could still end up at that particular
Yeah.
party, or I could actually like still have these other things happen where I meet certain people, then it's like,
Yeah,
so I don't know if I don't know what video I would send back to who or what, because I wouldn't want to not be where
God
I'm
damn it,
at
you're right,
now.
Star. I had an answer, and I think I shouldn't do it.
Because I'd be so afraid of like fucking it up. Where
Well,
it's
because
like,
my original answer was like, oh, I'll just do the old Back to the Future thing. I'll watch a compilation video of like the Super Bowl wins.
Oh.
Send that back, and then I can make bets and be
oh, that's
rich.
a good idea.
But then I would be a different person because I wouldn't be going through the struggle. I'd be like, fuck this. And
I
fuck
don't know if I could go back and like, okay, take it back. If I could go back, if I could go back and somehow arrange or where I am now suddenly a millionaire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, SourceFed. I'd rather be a fucking millionaire.
Man, I'm trying to.
I'd rather have a million
compilation.
dollars.
It would be a tight 30 seconds. You know, this team won. 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 I'm like, whoop.
How long do you think it would take you, your past self, to like believe the video and to make the bet?
Oh, probably immediately.
Well, first,
I'd give it a
let's
chance.
be honest. First of all, you're probably showing this like on a smartphone or something, so that alone should cue you
blow
that,
my
like,
mind.
You should be like, wait, what is this thing that?
Wait,
it's
are
on?
you sending the video back in like an email? Do you have to compress it for like old 10 years ago standards?
Wait, is there a 10-year?
It doesn't
can
say
be
at
any-
any time.
Okay.
Oh, at
in
any
time to
time.
anyone in the past. To who, when, and what would you send? To who? Me. When? 10 years ago. What?
Mhm.
What I just said.
Okay, well
Nah.
then maybe I don't have to go that far back in the past. Maybe I go a year. I could redo this year. That's fine. That's not too far back.
You're right.
Just
Maybe
just
a
just
year.
redo the 1 year.
I'll
a little
do.
better.
I'll redo.
Do
this
redo
one
a
day.
year and maybe like figure out a way to be like, hey, I know you're broke, but invest all your money in
In
this,
Bitcoin.
and like it's enough to maybe
Bitcoin.
like, yeah, maybe go.
Guys, I don't know anything about Bitcoin.
It's
I
real
know
confusing.
like a little, but maybe like this past week, Bitcoin I think is about to hit like $9,000 a Bitcoin.
I don't know what that means, Star.
It's it's all fake money. Everything's fake. But for whatever reason,
Cryptocurrency.
people are like investing a ton of money.
Should I buy it?
I would go. I mean,
Well, the thing is, that
I've got
there's-
$10.
The thing is that there's other currencies as well. There's
common.
currencies
I
called
guess
Ripple.
Ethereum.
Yeah.
I almost think I almost pronounced it as
Something else.
as something else. Like, is that right or is it?
I don't know which one to choose.
I almost pronounced it as urethral.
I
I'm
know,
like, that's not.
that's what I thought.
That's not the right word.
You have it, guys? Have any? I think Spencer has Bitcoin.
I have some Bitcoin.
Do you have
I buy
Bitcoin?
$3 worth of
don't.
Bitcoin
I have
every
a friend
week.
who has some Ripple.
Ripple.
Mm-hmm.
That's not real.
I buy
It
$3 worth of Ethereum and $3 worth of Bitcoin, which is not a lot. It's like less than a penny in their value or whatever
I want to get better
every
at
week
this.
because they won't notice $3. Because in my head, I'm like, maybe it'll be a thing, but it's kind of too late. Like you had to invest it when it was like when people were still mining for it. Which I know doesn't mean anything to you, but like it's.
I don't know what.
I
this is.
used
A
to-
rup-
I
a-
used
is that
to-
was that what a ruple is? A ruple?
No.
Is that what is that the word you're telling me? A puro? A ruple?
A what?
What word were you that
You-
you were like?
what,
You don't
is
know
it,
that word?
Illyrium?
No,
or
don't worry.
something?
No, I'm not even gonna repeat it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
I've already
gone. I
forgotten
know what
it.
word you're talking about, but no, because I want you to be so spoiler free. You
Okay.
became. I almost regret even saying the word.
I forgot it.
Good.
I tell you, I almost went into seeing Thor Ragnarok without knowing the Hulk was in it.
That would have been great. That
Wouldn't
would
have been great?
That would have been an awesome surprise.
Because they have a whole lead up of like,
I thought about that. Yeah.
they had the whole lead up of like, who's he gonna face? Who is that? Who's this?
and
big
before that, you
person?
don't know. They don't really mention the Hulk at all.
They don't. It's like this impossible person to defeat. I would have been so fucking psyched. Oh well.
I think that was the last movie I had to do a full like trailer breakdown for.
What do you mean?
For like the like when we were Source Fan.
Oh,
we did
yes,
trailer
yes, yes,
breakdowns.
yes,
And
yes.
that was one of the last ones I had to like basically like Uber spoil myself on. So it's
I didn't know Thor Ragnarok came. The trailer came that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was last year, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what. One trailer I will see: Jurassic World.
Really?
I don't care.
Like the thing is,
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
I'll watch any trailer once, preferably in a theater.
Yeah.
That was my old policy. I used to watch one trailer at a movie theater of like a cool like new movie like the new Star Wars or the new like Avengers or whatever, and then I just wouldn't watch it again. So that way it's that way like I get pumped for it.
Oh.
I'll get pumped for it, but then like by the time the actual movie comes out, I'll have forgotten a lot of the little details. But at least I have that hype for it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing lately
Yeah.
too.
So
I watched the Star Wars one once and
Uh-huh.
went oh,
Because that's the thing
okay,
is
and
that
then was like, that's it.
the first trailer for a movie usually spoils absolutely nothing. Usually it's just a bunch of cool looking shots.
yeah.
teaser.
And there's usually no like story involved, and usually they don't like put any like little tidbit spoilers in there. Usually the second trailer always spoils something, especially these days because like you got to get people to go to the movies, so you got
Or
to
just
show them
have
something they
Spencer
never
watch
seen
all the
before.
trailers and then have him pause it when it's time to like.
You're done.
You're done. He did that to us for the three billboards. He's like, watch the trailer, and then we're watching it, and then he was just like, and that's
That's
it.
it. That's all you need
And
to
it's just
see.
like-
Oh, I bet I know what.
And I
what
was just
they-
like,
yeah.
okay, I guess I need to go see this movie.
I have a. It's not really a story time. It's just facts.
You're slowly morphing into Spencer.
Story time. He has that cadence in his. No, so Dark Knight. When the Dark Knight was coming out, I was obsessed. I was like, I'm gonna watch everything, and I did. I watched trailers in other languages just so I
wow.
could. Yeah.
Wow.
Just so I went deep into the website and I saw everything. And when I watched the movie and I came out, I did not like The Dark Knight
Aww.
because I came out with so high expectations and I had an idea of what I wanted it to be. And almost to the point where I could tell that they use a different take for one of Joker's lines.
Oh.
And I was like, that's not the take.
Yeah.
That's the bad take. The one in the
No,
trailer
you
was a
went
better.
too far.
That's what
You
happens
went
when
too
you
far.
start overanalyzing stuff. It can ruin everything.
It does, and I was like, even the way that they say it, the way that it's set up, that shot wasn't in the movie. Like, I got a different movie entirely.
I don't know if this shows my age or what, but the last movie I got that obsessive with, and then the same thing happened,
Yeah.
was the Matrix sequels.
Because
They had a whole ARG, they had side movies, they had games,
remember
they had
that.
the whole
It was
thing.
it was intense.
And I was into it. I was
Yeah.
just like, this is going to be the
That
best
was a
movie.
letdown.
and it was definitely not.
I will say I enjoyed the second one.
I like the second
There's
one. The
some
third
fun
one just went
moments.
way off the rails.
Yeah, the third one goes. There's like one or two cool like moments in the third one, but it doesn't make any sense.
Was the third one with the car chase on the top of the cars?
No, that's the second one.
That's
was
the second one. That's one of the
The
coolest
twins.
scenes
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
There's some really badass action.
Why didn't they
sequences
bring
in that
back
second
some of
one.
the things that they did in the one? Usually I don't like that, but like some of the
Because they made their world too big.
Yeah, it's a giant simulation.
Yeah, I
The architect showing up at the end. And honestly, I don't. Really,
at that point I was like, I don't know what's going
and
on.
even then, I don't remember the actual scene. I remember the Will Ferrell version
Yes.
of the scene. Like that's my memory of the third one. Is Will
Yeah.
Ferrell just being there and just kind of like, and I'm like, oh yeah, it was real funny. I'm like, no, that wasn't really the movie star.
I'm sure a lot of people listening to this probably know about the fan theory about the Matrix, about the real like kind of like what it's really about.
I don't even
Have you
know.
guys
It
heard
was
about this?
Probably.
It's that.
I don't even know what the word
it's
purgo.
that basically the like the main agent guy. I can't
Agent
remember.
Smith.
Agent Smith. Basically, Agent Smith is actually like they talk about like the the Messiah and like the Chosen
Yeah.
One and all that stuff. The truth is, the Chosen One is actually Agent Smith.
Okay.
Explain.
There are articles out there about it. Basically, if you listen to what they talk about in the movie, it's like there'll be someone born in the Matrix. Like Keanu Reeves' character wasn't actually born in the Matrix.
Right.
He was out like, but the agent character
Was
Smith,
actually born.
he was actually born as a digital program, and it's a very like kind of like Darth Vader-y, like
Okay.
it turns out Anakin is a chosen one, and
Because he did bring
balance to the Force, all that jazz. But yeah, that's kind of a
It's almost
fun
like
fan theory
his
out there.
conflict and all that brought,
Yeah,
I could see it.
the end to the Matrix in one way or the other.
I had a professor who in college who sounded just like Agent Smith, and I used to trip me out. I couldn't take his
Mr.
class.
Anderson.
yeah.
I couldn't take his class seriously because I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
Starline Hodge.
Yeah, same cadence, everything. And it was just like, super nice though, but it was still like,
Yeah. We got another question.
what's another question?
Oh, wait, hold on 1 second.
Wait.
I need to answer the first.
Oh yeah,
you gotta
we do
answer
this
it.
sometimes.
It's all right. It's all right. I completely forgot.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, so if I could, I was thinking a little more big picture. I was thinking that it's a video.
Yeah.
So basically you show. Okay, so you show. I'm not sure the exact figurehead you go to, but you go. It's somewhere. It's one of the high-ranking members of like the British Parliament or government, whatever. Maybe it's Winston Churchill, maybe it's someone else. But you basically send him like all the crazy shit that Hitler does, like little snippets, like over that the World War II, and you're like, kill that guy. Like again, this is like way before
Yeah.
he like probably like a decade before he even thinks about what doing what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So like do that. I'd do that.
Listen,
Do you
Mr.
think-
Winston Churchill.
Do you
Here's a
think Winston
Nickelodeon.
Churchill would understand what the video is?
Again, I don't know if Winston Churchill's the right one to go to. I don't know too much about
That would
the-
change
That would
everything.
change a lot.
yeah.
That would be all over. For all we know.
No, yeah, someone else could rise. I mean,
No, for all we know, it's just like, because like, I mean, mind you, like you're kind of seeing it happen now where people going like, Nazis, not so bad, man. And you're just like, really? Really?
Yeah, that's
Ugh. But I could, like, if you didn't have your big bad guy like that, maybe those philosophies would have like simmered out and like been taken more
Yeah.
seriously. You know what I mean?
it's kind of like what's happening.
It's what's
right
happening now,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
It's
like,
bringing out people to
Ugh.
have talking points. Yeah. It's very unfortunate what's happening. in
yeah.
this country.
All right, well,
It
we can
sucks.
continue.
Let's lighten up this mood.
Okay, everybody. What mythical beast do you wish was real? This is another question by Martin. Because
What mythical beast I wish were real? My first thought was mermaids, to be honest.
Mermaids. Are we talking like cute mermaids or like creepy mermaids?
Like both
Okay.
mermaids.
Like different
a
different
whole,
races of mermaids?
There's a whole species of mermaids,
I-
just mermaids.
I,
Like creatures that can communicate with us, because I bet we would not fuck up the ocean.
I listened to this podcast about P.T. Barnum. P.T. Barnum.
Circus man.
That guy was a dick,
Yeah,
first off.
it was real bad.
And he just like fooled everybody thinking that whatever. Anyway, they had a mermaid that this guy brought, and the mermaid was half salmon.
It was a skeleton, right?
It was a half salmon and they sewed it to an orangutan.
Oh.
And they like dried it up, and it was like this weird thing. And he brought all this people to come and see it. Anyway,
You know what though? Back then, I would have believed that. Who? There's no internet. There's no Snopes.
Yeah,
that's what he did.
Yeah.
Is he fooled people?
So you see it and you're like, well, I guess it's real.
He had this person who was supposed to be like 200 years old, and then like it went for 2 or 3 weeks. People came to visit it, and then admission went down, and then he wrote an article to say that the thing was fake. He's like, oh no, that woman isn't 150 years old. She's actually just 60. But what happened was people read that and they're like, wait a second, I saw that woman. She doesn't look fake to me. She looks real. And then they went back again and paid admission to double check.
Wow. Well, what would he's the one who coined a sucker born every day or something like that?
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
But what creature would you bring back though?
A mythical beast. Let's see. I don't know.
There's so many.
I guess.
You got your unicorns.
Oh,
You got
that's true.
You got your
Are we
elves.
talking traditional?
Well, what are you talking about?
I don't know. There's a lot of crazy
You
sci-fi
got some
beasts out there.
sphinxes. You got some banshees.
I'm thinking let's keep it traditional.
Okay.
Keep it traditional.
so
let's not go
yeah,
too
but-
crazy.
But there's traditions all over the place. It depends on who you're asking.
No, yeah. I'm talking about like I couldn't bring back like Godzilla.
No.
Godzilla is. I mean, while it is.
I mean, you could. It is a mythical
Why do you want to
creature.
bring back Godzilla?
You could bring back Godzilla. Why not?
No,
If
no.
that's what you
I was
want.
putting that out. Look, I was putting that out as
an option.
As an option.
I mean, you got all your Potter creatures too.
That's
you
true.
really
What's
want
his
to go
name?
in there.
Dopey? Doofy? Dobby?
Dobby?
Dobby.
I wouldn't want Dobbies.
Well,
I don't
I'm
like
trying to think of one.
I don't want
I'm
any
trying to
house
think.
elves.
I'm
I
trying to
feel
think
like
of
that's
one
a
that I
little
could
too-
bring back and would be like, one I could probably ride, and two would be like friendly.
Want like a
Oh,
Pegasus?
not want to
You
eat
want like
me.
a Pegasi? You want like
I think I have an
flying
answer
horses?
here. Someone responded to this question. Marie says, does Falcor count?
You can have a Falcor.
I think that's sure.
That'd be a great option. I just saw that movie a couple months ago.
For the first time?
Yeah.
Wow.
And goddamn, there's one scene that is very, very sad.
The horse.
When
scene?
I was
Yes.
Yep.
The horse
Atreyu
scene is so
and,
sad.
I
what's
watched
his
it
horse's
once as
name?
a kid, never seen it again. I don't have a memory of the movie. All I remember is that movie made me really upset. So I have not seen it again. I don't know anything about it. I just know
The performance that horse gives.
I just know
Uh-huh.
Is
that
so
movie
sad.
makes me that movie makes me sad and scared. I have that as like an innate feeling of
Yeah.
the movie. Don't know anything about it, about a little boy riding a monster dog man. That's about it. But I just know that movie's sad. I don't ever want to watch that.
I take it back. So I was talking about getting, a mythical creature like a friendly dragon I could ride or something like
Yeah.
that. But I'm gonna go with like some sort of like Kraken or Leviathan.
Oh shit.
So literally like
Big ass
a
sea creature.
giant ass sea creature that like every once in a while will just show up and like we get video of it, we can see it, and we can study it. Maybe it takes on a few ships every once in a while,
Yeah.
but like it's just this
Like serious
massive,
business. It's a fucking
it's just a massive like old god. It's just like wow, like that thing's crazy looking.
I think I
That'd
want
be kinda dope.
Mothra.
Mothra?
Want a
Just a
moth or a
big
big
old
old moth?
Well, Mothra is like one of the good ones in the Godzilla universe.
That's
if you wanna
true. We
call it
did find that out.
Yeah. Probably show up.
See,
in
I
the
want
new
like
one.
this. I want like the little girl stuff. I want a unicorn. Give me unicorns and Pegasus.
What
Give
about
me-
little elf?
Give me some fairies.
Sand elf.
Some
Ooh,
elves.
Fairy.
I want some fairies. Although fairies tends to be tricksters, but like still, bring me some fairies. We'll learn some lessons. We'll learn not to do bad things or wish for the wrong things.
That's true.
You know?
They're kind of like Mr. Anderson. Oh, Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
He's
You gotta
like,
be careful what you wish for.
He's the bad guy.
But then maybe they're also like Tinkerbell, where you get the fairy dust and like you think of happy things and you fly. I don't know.
I wish I could fly. Everyone wants to
Everyone
fly.
wants to be able to fly.
I'm trying to think of other magical.
Why can't we think of any magical creatures?
No, I mean, yeah, we got. I mean, there's griffins. Griffins are cool.
Griffins
that's
would be
pretty
cool.
cool.
Griffins would be
Chimeras.
pretty dope.
Uh,
Sphinxes would be dope because then if you answered
What-
the riddles wrong, you died. It'd be
What's
a different level of HQ trivia.
What's the difference between a fairy and a pixie?
I don't know. One of them
I think pixies are more creatures.
aren't pixies a little meaner, sort of.
Yeah, I've heard pixies. They're like actual little think of like little
gremlins.
gremlin things, but they're
wings.
tiny. While
Interesting.
fairies are like either shown as just a light, like they're just like a spirit, or they're like
Like the Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell, where they're like little people. But for the most part, I think even fairies are supposed to just be like spirits. Traditionally,
Right.
that you don't fuck with them
Mhm.
because they will fuck with you if you fuck with fairies. Like you don't mess with fairies.
Well,
Banshees just scream and you die.
we don't want banshees. Let's not bring in banshees.
Banshees
That'd
just
just be
scream
annoying.
and
I
you
don't even
die.
like it when. No, I don't want to say that. I'm gonna get hate for that. If I say something I don't want to say. Let's see. Do we have anything else here? We're all. There's no more questions. We're on the
Really?
paywall.
There's no more questions?
Okay, there are more questions. That's not true.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Okay, let's do a quick round and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
What do you people think your name is based on? Wait, what? What do you think? Wait, what? Hold on, shit.
Louis.
What do you
What
think
do
our-
people think your name is based on? What you look like?
Oh, what?
Wait, what? Does that make sense?
So like, wait, what is it? What do other people think our name is based?
What do people
off
think
of?
your name is based on? What you look like?
I don't get.
Am I?
I don't.
Is my brain broken?
Hold on, let me
Read this.
Wait, does it maybe it's asking if
I'm
like,
sorry,
does-
Abang Panoy.
does our name like when people hear our name, do we look like our name? Maybe?
What do people think your name is based on what you look like?
I don't.
Oh wait, say that again. For some reason, it makes sense when you say it.
What do you think your name is based on? Wait, hold on. I just messed up. What do people think your name is based on what you look like?
So, what do you people
Oh.
think my
So
name
if I
means
didn't-
based on
No.
how I
If
look?
I didn't know what your name is, Luis, and I
Uh-huh.
see you, what do I think your name is?
Oh.
What would I guess your name would be? That's how I interpret that question.
Okay, let's go with that.
That's really interesting.
That's
question.
hard because I know your name.
I know it is hard.
So it's like being like, what else would
I
I?
need to think of like what a complete stranger would think your.
So,
I don't know. Honestly, I think your name is like probably like Carlos or something. I don't know.
Carlos.
Like you look Latin, but you don't look like I don't know what.
I had a woman ask me if I was Armenian. She was like, "Do you
You
understand
don't
what
have
I'm talking
enough
about?"
hair.
I don't know. This older woman. She's like having a ball
If
talking
you had
Armenian.
a full-on beard, like a full beard, then I'd be like maybe.
I can't grow a beard. I
But
won't.
like, yeah, that's why I was. Just like,
Carlos.
I can say Carlos,
I can
but
see
that's because I know your
Carlos.
name is Luis. So like the secondary name, I'm like, what's another Luis
I'd be-
sounding
I'd be-
name?
I'd have to go by Carl.
Carl.
You go by Carl?
Carl.
Oh,
Carlos.
yeah. See, Carlos.
Coco.
Classic Latino name. Like that's just
Tim.
like if your name was Bob or something, I'd be like, what?
I wish I had a simple name like that, because then people won't be like,
Luis
"What are you
is
saying?"
a simple name.
Yeah, but I say Luis, and they're like, "Reese." No, Luis.
I guess I'm from Miami, so in my head I'm like, Luis is like.
And
like-
actually,
like
I'm
normal as
saying
fuck.
it in an Americanized way, because I think in
Luis.
Spanish it's supposed to be like Luis,
Luis.
Louis.
Luis.
Luis.
And so when I say it to Mexicans, I'm like, "Hi, I'm Luis." They're like, "What? You mean Luis?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's it." But then if I go somebody else, I'm like, "Hi, I'm Luis." They're like, "Reese? Meese?" Like, no, it's Luis. And so I'm just like, "Can you just call me Tom?"
But I would be so thrown off.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Tom, I'd be like, all right.
It's like no, you're not.
You can't mistake a Tom.
Tom in my head does not look like you.
I know, but that's a very
And then I'm
simple-
imagining your
Bob,
family trying to
Tom.
say like Tom.
Are they probably? Are they? Yeah. Tom.
Tom.
Ben aquí, Tom.
Tomas.
Tomas.
You'd be
Tom, Tom.
Tomas. Yeah.
Um,
Because I get shit like from my family. Like apparently when my mom named me Star, they were like, Star? Star? Because it's like, it's that long ah.
Yeah, it's not
Star?
Star.
And she's like, no, it's
Star?
and even then she's like, yeah, it's Starline.
Starline.
But because she knew how it would sound in an American accent. So she's
Right.
like, oh, that works.
Brit.
Brett?
I-
I don't know what you, I don't know.
Brett?
Like, you look like a Brett.
How about James?
James. It's not bad.
Okay.
People say that you act a certain way
based on your name.
Based on your name.
Yeah,
You
I
think
believe
that's
that.
true?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like because I'm
maybe.
Luis, I act a certain way because of that.
Yeah.
That is the craziest thing.
If
to
my
me.
name wasn't Starline, I don't think I'd have
like if your name
what
was
I am like
Valencia,
now.
would you act differently?
Valencia.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hmm.
When you say that, my first thought was like I'd be a bit more plastica. That was the
Well,
thought.
here's an idea. We can just take it a little closer to home. Like, what are your parents' names? Because then you can kind of get it.
My mom's name is Selma.
Selma.
Selma?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
What's your dad's name?
My dad's? Oh, we got very Mexican names. My dad's name is Pedro. Pedro.
Pedro.
Pedro. And then my other brother. I have 2 older brothers.
I have a cousin Pedro.
I have my oldest brother is Pedro.
No, I have a cousin Pablo. Whoops.
Pablo.
Yeah,
That's
cousin
awesome.
Pablo.
Pedro, and my other brother is Raul.
Nice.
Nice.
And then Luis. So
Yeah,
Mexican.
my dad's name is John.
Classic.
Pretty classic. And my mom's name is Beverly.
Beverly.
I don't know why my thought before you said it, I was just like Deborah. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
in the range.
I like Beverly.
Beverly's lovely.
Beverly's a good name.
I
I have
a
all
topic, but I
sorts.
don't want to talk about it.
I have also my grandma's name was Sarah. My grandpa on my mom's side was Ramon.
Really?
So it's just like it's islands, man. It's all mixed up.
I always liked my my grandpa's name and my then he's named after him as my cousin Reuben.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
It's a good name.
Ruben. It'd be funny to have a family that's like, because my mom's name is Margarita. So, yeah, you have Margarita, and her son could be Ruben, and then it would be like, a food family.
like Dragon Ball.
What do you mean, like Dragon Ball?
Oh right, I forgot
All,
about that.
almost all the characters' names and all the Saiyans, it's food based.
What?
Yeah.
Goku? Vegeta?
Vegeta. What do you think Vegeta is? Think about it.
Vegeta?
Like vegetable.
Vegetables.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't be saying, "Oh no, look, it's vegetables."
Yeah, this is vegetables.
Are you
I'm
serious?
trying-
Yeah.
What
Bulma means bloomers like underwear. They're all based on weird ass names.
You can't be.
Well, wait. There's Gohan. I don't know what Gohan is.
Gohan, I think, is some type of food too, but Chi-Chi is milk.
What about Trunks?
What the fuck?
Chi-Chi is straight up like what you think it is. Chi-Chi is milk.
Huh.
Look out, milk! Here comes vegetable.
Yeah.
Get out of the way, pants.
I think, hold on, I'm trying to remember the other ones, but they're all like food.
Well, isn't Goku like literally like angel or like god or something like
I
that?
think that one's based off like the myth, but like
Okay.
almost all the other characters. I think Roshi is also like a food.
Pasta.
Interesting.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this quick because this is important to me.
All right. Well, let's keep this very slow rapid fire section going.
Okay, we're gonna do one more because I gotta go soon. What? We're just gonna go to hard questions. We're going to hard question round. What are people's?
Okay, wait.
Oh no, we
real
already
quick,
did
real
that
quick,
one.
real quick. So Saiyan is a rearranging of Japanese words, yasai, which means vegetables. So even Saiyan is vegetables.
Wow.
Tuffle, there's a character named Tuffle, means fruit. Namekin is a shortening of the word slug. I guess you could eat that.
Oh, yeah,
Majin
okay.
translates to demon. Most of the Saiyans, they're all like food pun names. Like Bardock is like there's a vegetable called that. Borgos is potato. Broly is broccoli. Like they're all like
This is a
Kakarot.
goddamn
Kakarot,
mess.
which is Goku's
Oh,
original name, is
carrot.
carrot.
No, you can't call someone carrot. Kakarot, carrot.
Oh, okay.
Nappa
5,000.
Nappa is grape leaves. Raditz is
So
a
this is
radish.
we're talking Veggie Tales here.
So this is just like a big inside joke that they just kept running with.
Gohan,
Those
Yeah.
animators.
Gohan means rice.
Oh.
Rice, here comes vegetable. Look out for the carrot. Oh
And-
no, peas.
And then Pan means bread.
They do like eating
Chi-Chi's
food in
milk.
that show.
They do like eating
But
food.
Bulma is underwear brassiere, and all her kids is trunks, like underwear trunks, and
Ah.
so she switched it from the vegetables to like no, let's do all the underwear.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yamcha means tea. Krillin is chestnut.
Yamcha.
You remember Yamcha?
Yeah, I do. So I
Yeah.
could be like, one Yamcha.
Well, it's like it translates to drink tea.
Oh,
Yamcha means drink tea.
Yamcha. So
Yeah,
if I
so it's
bring
all
you to
food.
Yamcha.
It's all food because it's cute and it's fun, and I would do naming like that. I had a character in high school named Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Just
kinda
drawing.
Cute. Popcorn.
'Cause it was
What are your favorite words to say?
Favorite words?
favorite words. I like saying refrigerator in Spanish because it took me a long time to figure out how to say it right. So it's fun.
Refrigerador.
Refrigeradora.
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 You know what's
it
a
took
hard
a while.
It's a hard word for me to say is película.
Película. Oh wow,
Película.
that's película.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Película.
Vámonos a
That's
movies.
hard.
Película. Película.
See,
It sounds like
that-
vampire.
Película.
It's like Dracula.
Película. I made this question.
You did?
You
Yeah,
made
I
this
did.
one?
You dork.
I like words that are over the B.
That what?
That start. What am I?
Start with the B?
Yeah. Oh my God, I just lost my mind.
B or
Yeah,
V?
B, like blood and boy
Bird.
and baby. There's something with the plosives with the B. You
I
can
like
do-
rolling R's.
Big boy.
big boy, blood and babies and babies. Bugs, blood.
Babies.
I like perro. I like rolling R's.
Perro. Carro.
Perro.
Refri. That's all rolling R's.
Repeat after us.
Refrigeradora.
Carro. Your turn.
Yeah, everything about that is because you have to roll your R to get the right pronunciation for
Right.
that word. So I think that's why I like it so much.
Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. You know, do you like the coming in?
I don't know. I think I just like hippos.
Or maybe the hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
You know, hippos kill
Hippopotamus.
more people every year than
Everything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
They're dangerous motherfuckers.
That's why everybody's all excited about little Fiona, the baby hippo, and there's some zoo right now that has a baby hippo Fiona,
Yeah, man, don't get close to those
and everyone's
things.
really excited
They
about
will
it because
tear
it's
you
cute.
in half.
But I was just like, Fiona's gonna be mean when she gets up.
Guys, don't get next to hippopotamuses or hippopotami.
Yeah,
They're
don't
going to
fuck with
kill
them.
you.
They'll kill you real fast.
And we're going to have to wrap up this podcast because one, I got to go. And two, I'm on 10% on my laptop.
Oh no! So
Oh,
we have to
wow.
go.
Yeah, so if this dies, we might lose this entire podcast.
Wow, that'd be something.
Oh, that's bad. Okay, all right. Bye.
Oh, wait, plugs. You want plugs? You want plugs?
Plugs.
Star? Plugs?
Plug it
All my
up.
social media. You know what? My social media is sign up for HQ Trivia and use the code name Starline because I need those free lives. So do that for me, por favor. Thank you.
Por favor. Brett?
You can find me on Instagram at Houston Brett. That's my last name.
You better follow him on Instagram, Whistlers.
Wait. Whistlers?
Yeah, that's...
We stay late.
We stayed late,
WSL.
WSL. That's the
Yeah.
first time I've really kind of used it freely.
Clever.
Yeah. Don't thank me. Thank the Slack. There's some smart bunch of people there. And what am I kicking to?
How about subscribe to the YouTube channel?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't subscribe to me or my social media. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. I got nothing going on.
We literally can't do live streaming until we get 1,000.
That's true.
So we want to do
Please
that.
sign up.
So please sign up.
I don't know what to post anymore. Remember that? I made a post on that on Instagram. I said, I don't know what to post
And I
anymore.
said, post your cats.
And I did.
And then you did. And I was just like, yes, this is it.
You're
Quality
like,
content.
Quality content.
Yeah, just more of this always.
I can't have my Instagram be filled with cats.
Why
I should
not?
just have a cat Instagram.
Well, you can do that
so
too.
that's why you started posting all the cats.
I need to.
I mean, it could just be your cat. Your Instagram is your cat. Like, it's fine. No one will complain. Literally, no one will be like, why are you only posting cats?
someone's gonna get upset. You know what I don't like people posting is I don't like people posting babies all the time.
Babies.
This is a whole other podcast.
That's a whole
we're
other
entering
podcast.
into.
That's a whole other podcast.
We're gonna talk about
We're
that
gonna-
next time.
When we just
Babies.
the next episode, we're just gonna roll right into talking about this.
Yeah. You know what I don't like? I don't like talking about